Alright guys, you hear all the time people talking about who's the MMA GOAT, and they usually have no clue what they're talking about. So, in this video, we're going to end this debate once and for all, so stick around to find out who the real GOAT is. But before we get into the video, go hit the like and subscribe button. It helps out a ton. You guys are going to want to grab yourself a slurp for this one. Alright, let's get into the video. First thing, there has to be a criteria when judging who the GOAT is. You can't just say someone's the GOAT and leave it at that.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Well, I mean, I guess you can do whatever you want, but personally, I like to break it down. The criteria when judging the GOAT is obviously subjective. However, I think we can agree on a couple of these. We're going to compare the 5 most commonly acclaimed GOATs: Jon Jones, Demetrious Johnson, GSP, Anderson Silva, and Khabib. We're going to judge these guys based on 4 different sections, and for each, we'll give the first place 1 point, the second place 0.75, third place half, and fourth place 1/4 of a point. And fifth place, they get 0. This will keep things interesting. First up is strength of schedule. This is graded on who they fought and when they fought them. Jon Jones easily had the toughest schedule, fighting multiple legends in their prime. It would take all damn day to name all of them. But to name a few, we got Rampage, Lyoto Machida, Vitor, DC, and Shogun. The only other person I think comes close to this is GSP, who also fought quite a few legends, but not as many as Jon Jones. And for those of you wondering, yeah, Khabib's dead last. Fighting an alcoholic Conor who just got done with a year boxing camp to fight Floyd doesn't give you a good argument. So for this first category, we got Jon Jones first, GSP second, Anderson Silva third, DJ fourth, and Khabib fifth. The second criteria we have is dominance. This takes into account how much control a fighter had over their opponents. Are they taking people out, finishing fights, or are they just skating by on decisions? Looking at the finish rates, we have Khabib coming in with 65.5%, Jon Jones at 62%, Anderson Silva at 57.7%, GSP at 50%, and DJ at 43.3%. I think Khabib wins this category pretty convincingly. He has the highest finish rate, and statistically, he's only lost 2 to 3 rounds his whole career.
What?
That's fucking insane. So, to recap, we have Khabib at first, Jon Jones second, Anderson Silva third, GSP fourth, and DJ last. Third, we have longevity. This is the length of their prime and how long they were at the top of their game. Here's a quick side note. I don't think you can take somebody out of the GOAT conversation by judging the end of their career. A good example of this is Anderson Silva. He fought past his prime and he lost fights that he probably would have won if he was still in his prime. Jon Jones wins this category pretty easily. His quote-unquote prime started in 2011 when he fought Shogun for the light heavyweight title, and he hasn't lost since. He's defended his title at light heavyweight 12 times and at heavyweight once. This totals 13 title defenses, which is the most in UFC history. DJ comes in at second with 11 title defenses. Anderson Silva had 10 title defenses. GSP had 9 title defenses. And, Khabib doesn't even make the list. He had 3 title defenses. That's 3 times less than GSP. So, to recap this category, we have Jon Jones at first, DJ second, Anderson Silva third, GSP fourth, and Khabib last. Lastly, I would say versatility, meaning did the fighter display both good striking and grappling abilities, or were they only really that good at one thing? Essentially, how well-rounded were they? I will say, this was by far the hardest category to judge. But, surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise, motherfucker!
We got Jon Jones winning again. His striking is extremely good. He's never been knocked down. He's hardly even been rocked. Additionally, his wrestling is the best in both the heavyweight division and the light heavyweight division. He took down DC, who's an Olympic wrestler, multiple times, and DC struggled to take him down. And I mean, when he gets people to the ground, he breaks their face. So in my opinion, Jon Jones is the most skilled all-around fighter in UFC history. In MMA history. Second, we have Demetrious Johnson. He was pretty skilled everywhere as well. Third, we have GSP. And fourth, we have Anderson Silva. Fifth, we have Khabib. However, Khabib's grappling was so dominant that he didn't even have to use his striking. So I'm going to tie him with Anderson Silva. So to recap this category, we have Jon Jones first, DJ second, GSP third, Anderson, and Habib both tied at 4th. So, who's the MMA GOAT? Well, if you didn't know, now you know. It's John. For real though, John smokes all of them. The totals are John Jones with 3.75 points. In second place,
if you ain't first, you're last.
With 1.75 points is Anderson, GSP, and DJ all tied. And Habib last with 1.25 points. John won 3 of the 4 categories. Look, I'm not trying to meat ride John Jones, but it's pretty undeniable that he's the greatest of all time. I'm interested to hear your guys' thoughts, so comment below. I tried to make this as fair as possible, and these 4 criteria, in my opinion, is the 4 most important things when judging the GOAT. But that's all I got for this video. Thanks for watching. If you guys liked the video, hit the like and subscribe button.
Subscribe already. Hit the fucking like button and subscribe before I knock your ass out, man.
And I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.